Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're checking out top 10 most influential British actors.
These Brits changed the face of cinema for good. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most influential British actors.
They're gonna show a bunch of them and I wanna predict. I saw Ian McKellen and Michael Kane already. Julie Andrews, damn it, I saw it. Laurence Olivier, Peter Sellers, Alec Guinness, John Cleese, Rowan Atkinson, Peter O'Toole, David Niven, probably not. Judy Dench, Anthony Hopkins. Come on now. Most influential. Daniel Day-Lewis? Alec Guinness was in Star Wars, and Star Wars was Star Wars. Julie Andrews was Mary Poppins. That's no Star Wars. I don't know.
For this list, we're looking at male and female British screen actors whose iconic characters and careers have had the biggest impact on film and pop culture. Number 10, Ian McKellen.
Okay.
Letting us through first, an actor best known as one of the wisest figures in all Middle-earth, as well as for his magnetising performances in X-Men. A firm fan favourite at Comic-Con, Ian McKellen is one of Britain's leading big screen talents. Not bad for a guy who once said that people didn't want him in their movies. His tireless campaigning for LGBT rights and proud advocacy for the arts has also made McKellen an icon beyond the screen and one of the UK's most influential voices.
Bitch, please.
What is that?
Maggie.
What is that show? Oh, Vicious. Oh. He's funny. You could say he's one of the most influential actors, honestly. I mean, that's the thing. All of these are going to be most influential actors in the world. You might as well say these are the best of the best actors. You know? Ian McKellen, I've never seen him give a bad or mediocre performance. I've not seen all of his performances, but he's always very compelling and he's very commanding, you know? Authority. High status. Yes. Good work, Ian. Very good work. Catch me here next Friday.
Number 9, Maggie Smith.
The signora distinctly wrote.
While some actors are best known for one or two huge parts, Dame Maggie Smith has routinely delivered stellar performances throughout a career spanning 7 decades.
I'm ashamed that she didn't even cross my mind. I'm ashamed. Sorry, Maggie.
From 65's Othello to 69's The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, 85's A Room with a View and 2001's Gosford Park, her highlights are standout moments of cinema.
About that last run of yours.
She's also loved by a whole new generation as Professor McGonagall in the Harry Potter films, while a turn as Miss Shepherd in The Lady in the Van had critics cooing all over again.
The Lady in the Van? I want to see The Lady in the Van.
Number 8, Helen Mirren.
Just make sure you never let the boys hear you talk like that.
All rise for acting royalty. Helen Mirren is instantly recognised for her 2006 portrayal of Elizabeth II, which won her an Academy Award and praise from the Queen herself, who reportedly invited the actress for dinner, but Mirren couldn't make it.
I'm realizing now the only female actor I mentioned in the beginning was Judy Dench. Helen Mirren. Of course. Of course! There's 2 I didn't even think of. My ego's wounded.
Queen herself, who reportedly invited the actress for dinner.
I'm sorry, wait, I gotta rewind that. I was thinking about how dumb I am, but what?
Helen Mirren is instantly recognised for her 2006 portrayal of Elizabeth II, which won her an Academy Award and praise from the Queen herself, who reportedly invited the actress for dinner, but Mirren couldn't make it.
Oh, what was she doing?
She was made a dame in 2003, however, so we're sure she's had a good nosy around the palace already.
Oh, you imp, you've got nudity in there.
Awaiting the throne, parts in Cal, The Madness of King George, Hitchcock and Red prove Helen's unprecedented acting range.
Yeah, she's great. Surprised I forgot her. Sorry, Helen. Dame Mirren.
Number 7, Judy Dench. To one of the UK's most decorated actresses. Judy Dench has won 10 BAFTAs, 2 SAG Awards, 2 Golden Globes, and she bagged an Oscar in 1998 for just 8 minutes of screen time as Elizabeth I in Shakespeare in Love. But she's arguably best known for her role as the first female M in James Bond, playing a major part in 7 007 stories. Considering the damning feedback she reportedly received after one of her earliest auditions, her career is quite something.
Judy Dench. What's Judy Dench doing now? Spirited. Alleluia. Belfast. She played the granny in Belfast. Look at her. She knows what. Oh, she takes a great photo. She takes a great photo. She takes a great photo. Why am I whispering? Because I don't want her to hear me. I feel like I'm talking about her. I don't want to talk too loud because she can hear me. She's retired? Jude. Dame Dench. She retired this year. Hang on. What? Really? She seemingly suggested she has retired from acting because of her worsening eyesight. Judy was asked if she had plans for future roles, to which she said, no, I can't even see. Oh, that sucks. Y'all, let's get her some new eyes. Let's get Judy Dench some new eyes. LASIK. Oh, macular degeneration. She said, I can't see on a film set anymore, and I can't see to read, but you just deal with it. It's difficult if I have any length of a part. I haven't yet found a way. Wow. Dench said she continues to work because I have an irrational fear of boredom. That's why I now have this tattoo that says Carpe Diem. That's what we should live by. It's sad because her brain's still there, you know? She can still think about it. She can still make choices. She should be a writer. Let's get her some robot eyes. Right? Just new eyeballs. That's all she needs. Call the NHS.
Number 6, Michael Kane.
The thing I like about Ruby, she's a mature woman.
A godfather for the on-screen East End gangster, he was championing gritty genre roles long before the likes of Guy Ritchie were on the scene. From his trademark Cockney accent to badass one-liners and famous fight sequences, Michael Caine's a no-nonsense national treasure. And thanks to roles in the Dark Knight trilogy and the Kingsman franchise, he has continually bridged the generation gap too. Everyone seems to have a favourite Kane character, which is testament to his staying power at the very top of his game.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? I'm Michael Kane. Michael Kane. Michael Kane. She was only 14 years old. It is interesting that he's been able to last for so long. That's hard to do. It's like we're only allowed a few old guys that get all the roles. And he became that. Way to go, Michael. You did it. You did it. Guess me your next bracket.
Number 5, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
While undoubtedly best known for his Oscar-winning turn as the charismatic cannibal Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins takes today's 5th spot for a rich, varied and award-winning career which continually raises the bar.
How could Joy be my wife?
From Shadowlands to The Elephant Man, he can play good guys, bad guys, characters with ulterior motives, characters with very definite motives, caring husbands and devoted fathers. That said, he does play a bloody good villain. Lecter still chills to the core, his costume is still a Halloween favourite and he'll always be an iconic film character.
I left him an Elephant Man. The Elephant Man, oh the Elephant Man, the Elephant Man. Let's just watch a bit, see if I can get away with this.
I can't tell you how sorry I am for what happened.
That's hard, y'all. That's a hard scene. That's a hard scene. Masterful. Masterful. Mastery of the art.
Number 4, Sean Connery.
Oh yeah.
Did someone say Bond? Forever known as the first 007, Sean Connery set a gold standard for spy movies. He's suave, sophisticated, he can get out of a tight squeeze, and he's very definite about how he takes his refreshments. Away from international espionage, Connery boasts roles in films including The Hunt for Red October, Finding Forrester, and The Untouchables, which landed him a Best Supporting Actor Oscar in 1988.
That's the Chicago way.
A legend in his own lifetime, the Scot also scored 2 BAFTAs and 3 Golden Globes in a glittering career.
Punch the keys, for God's sake!
I don't think I said him at the beginning, but yeah, he's definitely one of the most influential. For sure. All that Bond stuff, you know. How much money did Sean Connery's James Bond films make? Ooh. He was making 25% of merchandise profits? Oh, that's a fortune. He refused to come back and they upped his salary to $1.25 million. That's a lot back then. $9.5 million today. Oh, he donated his $1.25 million fee to establish a Scottish International Educational Trust. What a guy. I don't know if I would do that. Anyway, who's next?
That's the Chicago way.
That's the Chicago way.
Punch the keys, for God's sake!
Punch the keys, for God's
Number
sake.
3, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, yeah. Now we're getting down to it, y'all, because he's up there.
My Left Foot, There Will Be Blood, Lincoln. We could continue listing definitive movies from this man's outstanding back catalogue. As one of Britain's most decorated actors, Daniel Day-Lewis has set new standards
Probably
time
the
and
most
time
decorated.
again.
Well, I'm gonna cut your throat.
A meticulous method actor, he's been known to stay in character for months at a time. Such is his dedication to the role, and the effort always proves worthwhile. With 3 Best Actor Oscars under his belt, he's a record-breaking giant of the industry.
Yeah, I was thinking he might be number 1. It's kind of funny when you hear people say, oh, he's a method actor. You know, staying in character even when the camera's not rolling. And the thing is, there are a lot of different methods, and that's just one of them. But if you're really doing technique properly, you don't have to stay in character between takes. It's actually probably easier to do it if you're staying in character the whole time, depending on the character you're playing. You know, it's more of a professional skill to be the character when you're rolling, and then when they yell cut, to be able to drop all that. And then when action comes again, you're able to get back into it. That's high skill. So in a way, I feel like he's kind of like making it easier on himself, you know? To be able to do that is a luxury. If I did that, I would not work anymore. It would be considered so ridiculous. Who does this co-star think he is, being golfer number 2 even during the lunch break? He is amazing. So it's working for him. I think it gets in the media. People see it as like a sign of dedication, which it is, but also self-indulgent maybe a little bit.
Number 2,
No.
Julie Andrews. She's supercalifragilistic and then some. An actor who charmed her way into everyone's childhoods as Mary Poppins, Julie Andrews is also famous for Maria in The Sound of Music, and younger generations know her as
Right.
Queen Clarice from The Princess Diaries. It all started with The Magical Nanny though, a big screen debut role which won Andrews an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and a Grammy for the catchiest of soundtracks. The film was one of Disney's first forays into live-action features, changing the climate for kids' movies forever.
Yeah, I didn't even think of Julie Andrews until I saw the video in the pre-introduction area of this video. You know, yeah, she's great. That's all I'm going to say about her. Because all I can think about is last weekend I went to a screening. It started at 7:45, I think. At 7 o'clock, this organ comes out of the stage. I thought, oh wow, what is this going to be? This is like an introduction to something. No, the organ played Disney songs for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. No break. It went from song to song. It was a 45-minute medley. When you're a kid, you love Disney. And then at some point, it gets to be a little much. And it reminded me of that. I took some video of it. Maybe maybe I can put it in the video. Anyway, great. Julie Andrews. Who's next? Oh, honorable mentions. Who are they
There are
going
a
to say?
few honourable mentions.
Right. Alan Rickman. Peter Sellers. Oh, Charlie Chaplin. Yo, I don't know how many of these British actor videos I've reacted to. Every time I forget that Charlie Chaplin is British. I think I'm going to check myself into the hospital for dementia because I've lost the capacity to understand the world around me. Charlie Chaplin is British. Charlie Chaplin is British. Charlie Chaplin is British. Cheeky Charlie Chaplin. Cheeky Charlie Chaplin. Cheeky Charlie Chaplin. Cheers, Charlie Chaplin. Cheers, Charlie Chaplin. Cheers, Charlie Chaplin.
Number 1, Charlie Chaplin. Also known as the Little Tramp thanks to his iconic slapstick character, Charlie Chaplin is probably the most famous actor of the silent era. He was involved in every aspect of filmmaking, including writing, directing, editing, scoring, and distribution. Perhaps his defining role came after the transition to talkies, however, a change which Chaplin didn't always support. The great dictator took on Hitler and the Nazis at a time when some countries still upheld appeasement policies toward Germany. Today, the film is one of cinema's most famous satires.
1940.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.
I don't agree with this list. Where's Laurence Olivier? Where's Alec Guinness? I do appreciate that Charlie Chaplin was number one. Because, yeah, the further back in time you go, the more influential they are. They did honorably mention Peter Sellers, but he should have been on the list. He should have been on the list. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is a bullshit list. Bullshit. 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 Julie Andrews? No Laurence Olivier. No Alec Guinness. But Julie Andrews? Bullshit. I mean, she did win a lot of awards. Yeah. It's pretty mainstream. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Wouldn't be the first time. Or would this be the first time? No. At least Anthony Hopkins was on here. Daniel Day-Lewis. No, I don't agree with it. No, I don't agree with it. No. This grinds my gears a little bit. Bullshit. Well, y'all, thanks for watching this with me, and I'll see you next time. Later.